Hey friends, I'm Dr. Joe Kraft and this is the Medical Minute. Today I want to address the issue of supplements. I get that question more than just about any other question. Somebody will call and say, well, does turmeric work? Does this essential oil work? What about this? What about that? And they're so mystified when I tell them I can't really tell you if they work or not because the studies haven't been done. And they say, oh no, there's lots of studies that have been done. There's lots of very minimal studies. And what I mean by that is it's not really a high quality scientific study if they just have somebody try it and say what you think about it. For example, if I give somebody a supplement and they say, oh, my arthritis is much better, I can pick and choose which comments or which reviews I like, and then I can claim those in my promotion of that supplement. But that's not research. That's not a study. It's certainly not a prospective, randomized, placebo-controlled, double-blinded study, which is what's required for medications to be approved. So when somebody asks me about a supplement and I tell them I don't know if it works, it's because the company that sells that supplement is not required to demonstrate effectiveness, safety, or even what's in that supplement. And so there's lots of studies that have come out recently that show that almost never are the supplements themselves actually containing what they claim to contain. There's no control over that at all with the supplement industry. And so I really have a hard time recommending them. The reason that these companies don't do the research on these supplements, remember, there is what's called the placebo effect. The placebo effect is a real thing. And what that means is 30% of people who take something believing it's going to help them will feel better. They will feel a change. They'll feel some benefit to it. And if they feel something good from that, that's a return customer. If you get 30% return customers, why do the studies? Why spend the money? Especially when the only thing that could potentially happen if you do a study is if you find out that it actually doesn't work. Now that information is out there. That information is available and can be leaked to the public. And that's going to hurt your sales. Why even take the chance if you don't have to? Just sell them with all sorts of claims that so-and-so took it and felt better. They took it and felt better. You don't have to talk about the people that took it and didn't feel better. So when people ask me about supplements, I tell them it may help. I don't know. I don't even know what's in the supplement that it's claimed to have. So that's why it's real hard for me to recommend certain supplements. I'm not saying that some of these things don't work. Certainly some of them may. But you have to be very careful when taking them because certainly they can have significant side effects as well. I work in the emergency room and I see people come in all the time and they will have certain side effects or symptoms. And when I find out that they're taking a whole lot of these supplements, I have to explain to them, this could be where it's coming from. And they say, well, it's all natural. So is plutonium. It doesn't mean it's good for you. So just remember, people, supplements are not tested. They're not tested because the company doesn't want to test them for fear that it could hurt their sales, and they don't have to test them. They don't have to prove what's in them or if they work or if they're safe. Okay? I hope that helps to understand why I have so much problem, and other physicians have so much problem recommending certain supplements. If you have any other questions regarding medical issues or healthcare related issues, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Thanks again. I'm Dr. Joe Kraft, and this is the Medical Minute.